What up, Just Welcome to TSG Uncut. I'm your host, Sean C. Tonight, I wanted to talk about marriage again. All right. Now, the reason why I'm broaching this subject is because of a recent video I did. And if you didn't get a chance to see that video, go watch it. Okay. It's a good damn video. Go watch the video. Anyway, it came up in the comments of that video. I happened to mention in the video about getting married or about marriage that I had been married twice. Now, if you've been watching this channel for a while, that's no mystery to you, okay? A lot of the stuff that I've been through ain't much of a mystery, but somebody was shocked to hear that I had been married twice. And so one of the things that they had, brought up when it comes to me being married twice, they had a question. It was like, well, why would you do it a second time? And I went and answered their question. It's not important what I said, okay? But what it made me think about was some of us that have been married multiple times, and some of us are at least haven't been afraid to put our toe in the water multiple times. And I started really thinking about this, okay? People like myself, I'm not opposed to quote unquote some type of commitment or marriage. I think that my problem is the state institution of marriage, right? And the reason that I say that is because we still haven't gotten it still isn't, nothing has changed. None of the laws have changed. Nothing has made it fair. Um, if you do leave out, you lose half your shit. You know what I mean? If you have something to lose, and even if you don't have nothing, they're gonna take half of that. Okay, they're gonna take half of the shit you don't have. All right, and then if there's kids involved, then it gets messy with that. So, but if you have watched this channel, I'm not opposed to supporting people that are already married. If anything, I tell people that are married, stay in your damn relationship. There's nothing out in these streets. What up, Just Welcome to TSG Uncut. I'm your host, Sean C. I don't know what just happened. Um, I've been sitting here talking for a few minutes thinking that I was already live. All right, well, I'm gonna do this over again. Oh, what happened? Anyway, if you're new to the channel, I'm Sean C, host of TSG Uncut. Tonight we're going to talk about marriage. Okay, I recently just put out a video where a young lady who was married to a woman pretty much told us her experience about it. Make sure you go check that video out. All right. Additionally, if you are a member of this channel, I put out a members only video about these women today who are too aggressive and too masculine, right? They think that they can put hands on you. They think they can talk to you any kind of way. And if you are a member, you can go watch that video after this one. And for the price of a cup of coffee a month, you can become a member. But how we got to tonight's subject, gents, is interesting. Okay. So in that video where I talked about the young lady, where we listened to the young lady talking about her experience being married to another woman, somebody in the comments had said, wow, you've been married twice? I didn't know that. He said, why would you get married twice? Now, I dropped to him in the comments why I've been decided to get married twice. But I'm not going to explain that here. The point being is some of us have dipped our toe in the water more than once. And it's a shame that we're at the point where men feel like they don't want to get married. Now, that's a lie. See, the truth of the matter is men want to be married. Not married in the traditional sense, but men want their own woman. And men would like to be married with a woman, to a woman who is just as dedicated to the ideal of marriage as much as he is. So part of tonight's video that we're going to discuss tonight is those ideals that are missing. We're gonna look at a few clips that I had on this topic that I thought was very interesting, and I wanted to share with you guys. I want to share with the gents and figure out. I want to know what the gents had to say about tonight's clips. But we're gonna start off before I get to my honorary or my customary shout outs to the gents. I'm gonna start off with our first video of the night. All right. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear this.
Where is my man at? Where is my man at? I hate to make my entire life about relationships, but where is my man at? I know I have a man. Where is he at? Where is he at? Where? Please, I'm literally trying to find him right now. Where is he? He's gone.
Thank you,
He's
Adam.
literally gone. Where is my man? I need to find my soulmate. Where is he at? Where is he at now? And why am I not with him now? Why? Because I'm losing my mind without my man.
Now, gents, I want to specify something to you. This clip that I started off with was, I know it was just her saying, where's her man? And this brings up 2 points. The first point is, I am going to make a video either tomorrow or Friday to end out the week. Women are out here, they out here bad, okay? If you've enjoyed my videos showing that winter is here, that these women are going through it, listen, I'm done. I've never really been celebrating this, but I can understand how men are like, yo, we've been trying to tell y'all this and y'all ain't getting it. Well, I'm going to tell you in that next video, I almost was going to use some of those clips tonight because there's a lot of them, okay? I've been, every other time I swipe up is some woman crying online that she can't find a man. And I've told y'all in these videos that these women are like, yo, where are the men at? Why ain't men dating? Why don't men want to get married? This is starting to be really prominent, which shouldn't surprise anybody because winter is here. Oh yeah, as Kevin Samuels talked about, winter is here, okay? And unfortunately, we all going through it, okay? Winter, when he said winter is here, the one thing about winter being here is that a lot of us are still in that winter. We just might be a little bit better prepared than others when winter hits. Does that make sense? Okay? Because the sun and shines and rains on all of us, right? So their misery and their downfall, it don't help anybody. And that's what I'm trying to get with some of this, okay? But the other thing that I want y'all to understand is that with all those women that I have in the clips that I'm going to be showing y'all in the next day or so, right? All of them are like, where's my man? Where is this at? Like her man is supposed to magically fall from the sky. I mean, the goddamn dude is damn near glowing. All right, he glowing. And so what I'm noticing, and you're going to notice in some of the clips tonight, is that a lot of these women, and I don't have a lot of women in the clips. I have a good mix of clips tonight, but a lot of modern women today, they want to get to the end. They want to get to the marriage part, and they want to get to the kids part. And inside, I believe, gents, that they genuinely feel like that they want this, that they really, really want it. But what we're seeing too often is that when reality sets in, when the reality of what it is hits, it's not what they signed up for. And the reason why they didn't sign up for it is because they were never wives to begin with. See, they just wanted the title. We're going to talk about all that tonight. But before we get into tonight's topic any further, something I customarily do is I go through and see who we got up in the chat, because without you all, this channel would not exist. Okay. So I thank each and every one of you all who support every video, every time, every week. Okay. Thank you to the gents. Thank you to my members. Thank you for all of you all who decided to, trust in me to do the membership. And I've been doing my best. I've been putting out videos early for you guys. Thank you to all of my members. We got more to talk about on the members only side as well. Okay. All right. Where we at? Who we got up in here? Preston says, yo, brother Sean C, TSG, big dog, homie, and the uncut green money peeps. Preston, thank you for being here this evening. I appreciate you. Our boss, check it in, gents. Salute to the chat, King. Appreciate you, our boss. Thank you for being here this evening. V, what's going on? He said, howdy, at Houston, Texas. Okay, I see you out there. H-Town in the house. I see you. XL Pro, thank you for being here, brother. Always a pleasure. Thank you. Rise of the Black Nerds. Oh, man, Black Nerds been doing their own thing for a minute, man. I'm going to tell you, being a nerd back in the day was not good. But now, man, I be seeing some of these nerdy dudes actually pulling more girls than regular dudes, right? Look, a regular, you know what I mean? So I showed y'all in one of my videos where it was talking about should women start considering sharing men, right? And it was a nerdy dude with 3 other nerdy girls. If you ain't seen that video, go check out the video about, should the Black community consider sharing, or at least, women having one man having multiple women. Just go check that video out. It's pretty cool. Okay. Shout out to Expat Living. Adam, thank you for being here. He said, howdy, y'all. Great to see you, man. He said, why people are still falling for a broken system ready to pull the plug on them? Yeah, we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about that. You're definitely rocking the chain, brother. Oh, yeah, man. This chain, this is the same chain I've had, man. This is the one I've rocked with for years. This is my tried and true. This is my go-to. Okay. I don't have a lot of chains, but this one here, this is the when I found this one, I said, this is me. So I appreciate that. I don't drink coffee, but love Hennessy. Right on. I only got 20 years on this earth, but after experiencing the court, never again. Civil union for me. You older than that, V. What are you talking about? Salute to all in the chat. All right, cool. Couples light. You friend zoned him. Oh, yeah. Talking about the girl. She said, where her do that. Yeah, you know what? Another thing about this woman right here, man. That's another thing. And I think Couples Light brings up a good point. A lot of times these women have come across men that would have been great options for them, like good dudes that would have been good for them. I'm not even talking about the ones that's just nice guys. I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about they've come across, right? Some of these women have come across good men that they actually get along with, that they have the foundations that's going to last past all of the superficial stuff. And that's not enough. It's not enough for them. When you get old and you ain't moving like you used to, those moments where y'all know each other, you can laugh and you got each other's back and you love it. That shit is more important than all of the little stuff that your little young tangly parts like. You see what I'm saying? But they don't get it. Thank you, Couples Light. Women give us plenty of reasons not to get married at all, period, whatsoever. Just let a woman describe what she thinks her husband is, and it will cure you of ever wanting to be one. We're gonna talk about that tonight. V, you got ahead of me there. There's no amount of sprinkle that manifests her perfect man. No, it cannot. Red flags. Our boss says, you're better than me. I will be damn explaining myself to someone in the chat why I've been married more than once. Dude, can't you see what these women are these days? Well, the reason why I answer comments all the time. And I wanted to explain why I got married the second time. Because it was like, well, if you went through it the first, why would you go through it the second time? Well, if you listen to why I got married the second time, it kind of made sense at the time. Now, looking back in hindsight, I should have gone with my instincts. My instincts were right. My instinct said, there's a reason you ain't got married yet. There's something that you were a little bit worried about. Whether I knew it, I didn't know it on the surface, but it just wasn't right. It just wasn't the right conditions. And I don't know if it would have ever been the right conditions because that wasn't the right person. And then when you have the right person, sometimes it's good to wait too until the conditions are ready, right? So EBT getting cut off exposed many of them. Winners here. Rest in peace, Brother Samuels, the big chill. That's right. Men want to get married, just not to these women. Yeah, no, men want to get married. And I've been saying that for the longest. Men want to get married. I think couples like men actually probably want to really get married. I'm talking about like a real marriage, right? Not this sham shit. I'm talking about forever marriage more than women do. But women nowadays are like, well, if I ain't, 10, 20 years, I ain't happy, I'm gone. Like there's something better out there. It's called peace and tranquility. And we gents after a certain age love that shit. Absolutely. Love it. And if you ain't look, I could do bad by myself. I seriously can. Winter is here and hell is freezing. Winter is here and hell is freezing over. That's a good one, man. The micro homes I have designed has a rocket stove chimney wall to optimize keeping you warm in the winter. That's what men build. Oh, the micro homes. Oh, yeah. And so it's funny you say that because, again, we all can experience winter, but some of us are better prepared in the winter, right? Where their electricity might cut off, you got a wood stove. You still good. See what I'm saying? And I'm just using that as an analogy, but you get what I'm saying. All right. Y'all are quick on these chats. All right. I got to get to the video. We got to get to the videos now. All right. All right. Now, y'all heard this woman right here. Okay. And Couples Light had some good points about it. All right. First of all, let's talk about something else before we move on to the next video, right? In 2025, why are we still saying soulmate? Am I crazy? Let me know in the chat, man. In the chat, let me know. Why are we saying soulmate? Now, let me tell you, if I had to say I have a soulmate, it would be the woman I have now. We literally while we were in bed, it's dark in the room. We can get a little light come in barely, but we laughing about something in bed. We laughed about something that we were thinking at the same time. Now, people would have called it, oh, that's your soulmate. Y'all just finish each other's stuff. Y'all don't even got to say nothing to each other, and y'all can think the same thing. Listen, that's a beautiful thing to have. And to have peace with it, excellent. But even that, I still wouldn't use the term soulmate. I think she and I like to say, we found our person. You know what I mean? We found our person. But soulmate, like that shit is cliche now. That there's only one person for you in the whole world. When there's billions of people. Like it don't even make sense from a statistical standpoint, right? So when people say, where's my soulmate? Right? That's the problem. I think the problem is that a lot of these women today, they got this box that they only see one dude, but then the dude got to meet this long ass list of requirements. So you have a ideal picture of one man, and he has to embody the fucking the characteristics of like a whole bunch of dudes that a whole bunch of dudes can't even meet up to, that these women can't even meet up to. It don't even make sense. So I don't even know why they saying soulmates anymore. No, you're completely saying compared to the walking screw looses. It is the 80s and 90s love songs we were brainwashed by. Absolutely. Love those songs though. They still be hitting though, but yeah, we were brainwashed. Men need to have a male Chirac abstinent just for a season to level up. That's an interesting point. Maybe we'll talk about that on something else. Marriage equals divorce, alimony, child support, child custody battles, lawyer fees, and all kinds of hidden costs. You're right about that, the other guy, and I've definitely been paying. I'm still paying it. You know what I mean? Men want peace and freedom from scum-sucking ticks and delusional, blind banshee monstrosities. God dang, Preston. What you go, man? Hey, Preston, go make yourself a drink, man. Go make yourself a drink, brother. I'm gonna catch this last one. No winners in Thailand. I hear you on that one, bro. Compatible, yeah, compatible. Yeah, look, you have a spectrum of people that you're compatible with. You know, you might like a person that's on this part of the spectrum, and you might like a person that's on this part of the spectrum. Me and P, right? We don't even like the same type of women in general. But every now and then, a woman across the spectrum that we both might look at and be like, well, that's a beautiful woman. That woman there's fine. And we both agree. Like that woman would fit in both of our category. But other than that, he liked this type of woman. I like this type of woman. And so that's your soulmate is either in heaven or hell, B. Oh shit. Oh. V, I'm gonna catch this comment. We're gonna move on. Remember, it's been less than 200 years before they were all pretty much arranged marriages. That's a true statement. All right, let's get to the next one. I want y'all to hear this because that last clip is gonna give context to this one.
Marriage will change your title, but it won't change the relationship. Mm. And I think a lot of people get married to try to save their relationship, but all you do is make it worse because a lot of people want the wedding. They don't want the marriage. Mm. They put a lot of emphasis on the wedding and the dress and how important that got to be. But what about the importance of this man's or this woman's intangibles?
So I put that clip right there for the exact reason what he just said. There's too many women calling out, I want my soulmate. Where's my husband at? You can literally go online. And I might have played the clip here on this channel, but the woman is like, where's my husband at? Like he's just supposed to, here I am. All right, where's the pastor? Where's the reverend, the minister, or whoever's the officiator? Well, let me get these rings. Like the dude is supposed to just pop up and be like, yes, I want to get married. I swear to God, yeah, a lot of dudes these days, if they could just have their person and not get married at all, they probably wouldn't. Now, some dudes need it because they need to be able to feel like, yo, this is the commitment I'm making. And hey, if that's your beliefs, that's your beliefs. Okay? Taking these socks off so I can stay cool. Turn the damn fan off. All right, let's put those over there. All right. But dudes are not just going to come out here. Where's my husband? Here I am. Dudes ain't about to do that. Okay. Dudes ain't about to pop up out of nowhere and just talk about like, yeah, I be the pappy. Like nobody about to do that. Nobody about to do that shit. So there's too many women that want the title of wife and they want a husband, but they do not understand what fully goes into it. We're going to talk about that more in a later clip. All right. We're about to see it now. We're about to start getting into the mindset of what these women actually think about marriage. And I want to hear from you, gents. I want to know your thoughts on this because this shit is crazy. All right. Check this out.
I feel as if it's.
Oh, God damn it. Why am I doing? I'm off tonight. I apologize. Let's go.
I feel as if it's impossible if a woman is unhappy to put the happiness of her kids and husband before her own happiness. Like, how can I thrive in a space where I'm the backbone of the house? How can I make this house a home? The house is going to be a hellhole if the woman is not happy.
But my thing is this, so.
Did y'all see his face? I'm going to back it up real quick. Watch this dude's face. Don't he seem like he disgusted at this goddamn answer? Watch this.
Happy.
That's why I put it on the thumbnail. Man, the dude's face is like, Jesus Christ. Do you hear yourself? Oh, my bad.
Happy.
But my thing is this, so men are unhappy all the time. They're unhappy with the sex that they getting at home. They're unhappy with the kids not listening. They're unhappy with the food not being cooked. They're unhappy with a lot of things, but they're still able to be men and put those things aside because they understand what the real thing is in the world. Like, okay, this is the big picture, my family. It's not about me. My family is bigger than me and my happiness. My happiness doesn't matter as long as my family is happy. As long as my wife and my kids and everything like that is happy, I'm happy as a man taking care of them. Women don't look at it like that. They look at it as my happiness, me, 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 me. And that's what I'm saying. Men deal with this every day, with putting their happiness last and putting their families first. So why is it a problem with the women now having to put their happiness last and put their family first? Just because you unhappy doesn't mean that you leave your family. That don't mean that you leave your man because you're unhappy with him or whatever is what's going on. Because your man ain't leaving you whenever he's unhappy with you.
So let's talk about this, gents. The biggest problem I see with women like this, I forgot it's different now. The biggest problem I have with women like this, right, is everything comes down to their happiness. Everything comes down to their happiness. Well, if mama not happy, then nobody in the house happy. This is a problem because we've gotten to the point in society that everybody believes that they got to be happy every goddamn day of their life. That the sun is supposed to shine every goddamn day. Perfect weather every day. No rain, maybe a little bit here and there, but perfect weather every damn day. Always beach weather. Never no lightning, never no storms. I'm supposed to be happy. Why am I not happy? And we know as men that this is a fallacy. We know this is a fallacy because we have seen women essentially have everything that a woman could want. They have the dude. They have the 6-foot guy. He looks a certain way. He's got a good career. He's respected, right? He has all of the qualities of the high value man that even Kevin Samuels talked about. And that woman will still be upset at you as a man because you are on your purpose. Because as a man, in order to achieve those things, you don't just get time off, right? That ain't what happened. The truth of the matter is, in order to have those fine things and those nice things and to provide her with everything she wants and could ever think of, and she could work if she wants to, but if she don't, it's okay. It takes a lot of work. And most likely, that man ain't home. He ain't home. He is not home doing that. And even if he is home, right, if let's say he works from home, then if you got to be all up under your man all the time, how is he going to fulfill his purpose? How is he supposed to fulfill his purpose if all you want is his time and he don't have time to be making the moves he need to make? See, I've said multiple times on this channel that everybody, all these women want six-figure men, but they don't want the life that comes with having a six-figure man. When you make six figures, you're missing out on something. You're losing a little time on something. You're getting up early in the morning. You don't get home to the evening. You're ripping and running. You barely got time to really spend time with your kids and your family before your ass got to shower, go to bed, or eat, shower, go to bed. Maybe do a little homework. Maybe catch a little TV time. That time is this small in comparison to the time that your ass is at work. Your ass is stuck in traffic. They don't just give you the money. And if you don't have one of those six-figure jobs and you try to make six figures another way, you still got to put in even more time when you work for yourself. And at the end of the day, when you give them everything that they say that they want, these women are still unhappy. Now, the specific example I had in my head when I was talking about that dude, and there's multiple examples, but I was thinking about Tom Brady. I was thinking about Tom Brady. This dude is heralded as the greatest quarterback of all time. Had a beautiful supermodel wife. Well, was she Brazilian or some shit? Whatever. The point is, she's some South American beauty. And she was up there doing the trainer. Steph Curry, heralded as the greatest shooter of all time. The babyface assassin. Everybody loves him until you play with against the dude on court, and then the dude is straight killer. All right? Making sure that you have the life that other people will never get a chance to live. And you got to put all his business out in the streets. So when we sit here and talk about these women's happiness, the one thing that is a fallacy about women's happiness is the fact that women are never truly happy. These modern women today always got something to bitch complain about, even when they got it going good. It's never enough. They are a bottomless pit of selfishness. So there used to be a saying, happy wife, happy life. I dare say, if that was remotely true, modern women today would actually have to be wives in order to actually be happy. We're in a generation of a bunch of women who are not wives. So if that axiom is true, they're not happy because they don't actually have a wife mentality. And the wife mentality is everything ain't gonna always be good, but I am sacrificing for this family's greater good in the future. And that should bring me joy, that my efforts are gonna make that happen. You know, I heard something else, gents. Adam, I see you. He said, happy couple, happy life. No. A happy man is God's plan. That's what I'm gonna put that in the chat. A happy man, God's plan. It makes sense. It makes sense. A happy man is God's plan. Amen. Can I get somebody to testify in the chat right now? Let me hear from you. Let me hear from you, my brethren. That's the new show title. Oh, yo. That's what I should. Hold on. I'm gonna play along with it. Here we go. Y'all ain't ready for this. Happy man. God's plan. Okay? I don't think y'all hear me out there. Here's the thing. We'll talk about that more later, okay? We're gonna talk about that a little bit more later, okay? We'll get to back to this point again. But amen. Preach away, Brother Sean. Thank you very much. Oh, yeah, man. The Tom Brady thing make you sick, don't it? The Tom Brady make you sick. This man was struggling. He's trying to cement his legacy, right? He literally played longer. Y'all know why Tom Brady played longer, right? He played longer because he was dead set on beating Drew Brees' records. And he had to stay in longer than Drew Brees to do it because Drew Brees did it faster. The passing yards, everything. He did it faster. And Tom was like, yeah, I got to stay in because everybody thinks of me as the best. I got these rings, but now I need the numbers and that to cement my legacy. And while that was happening, what was her name? Her name ain't Shakira. What the fuck was her name? Tom Brady's wife, Giselle. All right, Giselle was like, I don't want you to play. I want you home. And I get it. But it's like, when he gives up football, I'm not saying he's not going to have a life after football. But once he gives it up, you can't go back. You can't like rewind time and just be like, it's done. He'll never get that time back in his life as a man where he's at the peak of his glory. Yeah, he'll do other things. It'll be great stuff. But there is nothing like being on that field of battle. And this is something that women don't understand about us, gents. That we live for a period of time. We live for that heat of battle. And while you're still a young man or able to still be in the game, and you still got that vigor and that life to play that game, you only get so much time to do that as a man. Listen, man, I was still able to dunk a basketball 7.5 years ago, right? When I retired, right? When I got out of the military, well, before I got out of the military, right before I got out, I was able to still dunk a basketball at like 38, 39 years old, okay? So 6 months later, hadn't touched a basketball. I could barely make 2 laps up and down the court without being out of breath. It is tough. It is very tough. And once it was not to say you can't play ball no more, not like that, but it'll never be the same. I'll never be able to play the same. I remember I was playing on a team before that, which I wound up rolling my ankles, and that's kind of why I was rehabbing to be able to dunk again. But I was in a game, and normally everybody knows me for defense. This year, the last year I played for an organized team, somebody just went right past me and did a layup. And I was like, oh, okay, whatever. Then they did it again. Now, I wasn't the coach. I'm older. They got young dudes on the team who could do better. I got benched. I got taken out the game because I couldn't stop that dude. And that, I've been known for my defense. It is a hurting thing as a man to not be able to do the things that you were able to do. And so to have a woman who's going to support you while you're out there fighting, that's a big thing. Thank you for the vets. Yeah, thank you very much, Rick. Let's get to the next video.
Yeah, unhealed women don't like to be wrong because we believe our lies, our labels, and our limitations for so long that when you, as a man, and we're in a relationship or friendships or even at work, if you challenge that narrative that we've built to protect ourselves from the world, we don't want to be wrong. We can't be wrong because being wrong means I now have to reveal the wound. I now have to bring it forward. So unhealed women don't want to be wrong. Women who are healing, because healing is never you're never healed. You're healing forward, right? Women who are healing accept that, you know what, I'm wrong in this situation. Like, I could have did something differently. Thank you for bringing this to my attention so I can grow and be better. Unhealed women do not want to be wrong. I tell people all the time online, they be like, look, I ain't running behind no man. I'm not apologizing. And I be quiet because you know why? I be in the rain behind mine. If I'm wrong, got the beatbox, babe. Can you stand? Listen, because I hold myself accountable and I take ownership. So yeah, unhealed women don't like to be wrong.
Now look, my purpose for playing that video, right? One of the other issues that we hear and see in these relationships and in marriages is you got a bunch of women who are like the woman that she just talked about. You got a bunch of women who will stand on being wrong, who will stand on arguing with a man. Now, if you were a member, if you wanted a member only, you saw the video I just put out and you saw in there, you saw those women were absolutely wrong, yelling at they dudes in public in front of everybody, right? Instead of talking to their dude like with some respect, talk to them like that's their kid, all right? And maybe I'll play one of those clips. A lot of it I couldn't play because I probably get demonetized, but I'll play one of the clips from the members only video just so you can see. You have a bunch of women who dress down their men like they're nothing. And you wonder why these men check out. You wonder why these men pop off sometimes. You wonder why men don't get married. It's like, well, I'm not asking you to be my mom. Some like dudes are like they got dudes is like, I'm not asking you to be my mother. Yeah, I got some things I need to work on, but I ain't asking you to babysit me. I don't need you to do that. I need you to be there for me, support me. Make it look, be the type of person that makes me want to be better. Not that you're trying to change me into the thing that you think I should be. Because I'm going to tell you, ladies, any ladies listening, the worst thing you can do is try to change a man because a man is only going to change when he's ready to. And even if a man seems like he's changing for you and he not doing it on his own, you're losing that man. You're going to lose him. You trying to manipulate and change and push a man a certain way, and if he ain't ready to go there, you're gonna mess up your whole relationship. You are. And too many women do it. And this I don't want to be wrong thing, like, get out of your ego. There's so much ego with the modern woman today. So much ego, even with some dudes too. So much ego in this social media era. It's just crazy. It's insane. Right here. Adam, thank you. The more technology advances, the crazier society becomes. That right there, this right here, this comment right here, literally goes on to what I was just talking about. So much ego. People can't put that shit to the side and do what needs to be done. You know? Is it me or is this MK Ultra is well defined and effective? Just simple common sense, love and affection. It's like asking for the sky and it's unbelievable. Yeah. No, you're not wrong, man. It literally should be that easy. Like, I think that's what I appreciate about what I have right now. It's because we're not trying to force anything. It's just we can be each other around each other. You know, we don't really fight on anything. We might have some verbal jabs and stuff here and there, but we're not fighting. If anything, it's funny. you know, but it's easy. It's just easy. We're considerate of each other. We'll talk about that at the end because I don't want to give away the conclusion. Okay. Now, unhealed women don't like to be wrong. I'm about to show you all an example of that in this next clip. Check this out.
No sex till you start helping me around the house. I have decided that I am not going to have sex with my husband until he starts picking up more work around the house. Yes, I'm a stay-at-home mom, but it's a job. It's 100% a job, and I need help with certain things. Like yesterday, he was out doing wood all day long, and he could have been inside helping me with the house. But no. So now I have all this laundry to do. I have all these things. And I think that he should get off work. He just worked a 12-hour shift. I think he should get off work and he should help me with some of the priorities in the house. I'm going to hold out until he does those things. So if he doesn't do them, then he doesn't get anything.
The man is probably already tired of your excuses, because if this is her mindset where her man is out there working 12-hour days and then she
That's
expects
crazy.
the world of him even when he comes back home and he's probably exhausted, instead of understanding that or even having multiple conversations about it and finding understanding in that, she decides to give some sort of ultimatum where she is threatening the one thing that's probably causing him to still hang in there. Whereas if they had that conversation, she would probably find out how exhausting his job is. And most importantly, she would come to the realization, hopefully, that she just needs to shift her priorities and maybe improve her time management skills. But if she doesn't come to that conclusion, we all know where this is headed.
Divorce.
And honestly, her husband is better off.
Ooh, did she just say her husband probably better off if he divorced her? Yo, that's some crazy ass advice. Yo, you don't be hearing people like, you don't hear you don't hear every woman content creator go ahead and make that declaration, do you? Yeah, I wanna catch this. There's an island saying, you can't be wrong and strong. Oh, that's exactly the problem. People rely on technology. That's why we're doomed. Get off social media, 304, and get a job to help your man. Yeah, listen. Adam says going online only proves I made the right choice moving overseas. Yeah, Adam, you winning over there, man. I can't wait till I can just get up out here. Shout out to you, the champ, man. I see you in there, brother. Thank you for being here. Listen, man. I played this clip because this is ridiculous. All right. I hope there's some women listening. Women that actually work, right? Like work. There's plenty of clips of them, right? I have them. I think I played it in a video within the last month or so where one woman said, I don't know if I could do this for 50, 60 years. 40, 50, 60 years. She recognized that she can't do this a whole life. That she don't want to go out there and deal with them people. Yet you have a woman who gets to stay at home and she can't manage her day. I need y'all to understand something, okay? When you are single and you live by yourself, all right, you got to manage all that stuff. And you still got to go to work. All right. And then you got single moms who got to, go to work, still do all that stuff at home, manage the kids' times. Okay. If all she has to do is be at home and she can't get all that stuff done, that's a problem. That is a problem. And I'm not saying that, like, if you have a small baby, it does get a little tough. Okay. I'm gonna give some credit. When you got a small baby, it's tough. You need a little help. All right. But let's not act like that these women don't be sitting there watching their favorite shows or on the phone talking or on social media making TikToks. Because I see them all the time on TikTok. Funny how you ain't got time to get all that shit done, but you on TikTok making TikToks in the yard. Ain't that some shit? Ain't that something? crazy. I'm not saying that there's no stress with being at home. But again, women that are out there working, you cannot tell me y'all don't understand what it's like when you got to go to those people's job. When you got to be up in them people's job and you still got to come home and do it all by yourself. Come on. If that was your only job at home was to fold some clothes and wash some stuff and keep some stuff clean, cook some dinner, yo, that's some easy shit. That to me, it'd be easy. I'm sorry. It'd be easy. Like the amount of shit that I got done today, right? Today, if y'all knew, I had this band around my arm because I drove halfway across town to give a blood draw because I got my biannual checkup. All right. I did all that and still worked earlier, still went to the gym, still at the last moment got this live stream together. Did all that in one day. I got up early as hell too. I think I've been up since 6:30 this morning. Right? Been up since 6:30 this morning. When I couldn't get it done waking up at 8, I started getting up at 7. Couldn't do it at 7. Now I get up at, you get up earlier. I seriously have no problem with women who are independent, but independent is an honor, not a privilege. Yeah, no, you don't. Nobody owes you anything. And if you're going to sit there and keep saying that you're independent, then shut the hell up. Be independent. Why we got to know about it? Why do we got to know about it? Neil deGrasse had a scientist on his show talking about how social media destroys children's thinking. Oh, I totally believe it. I totally believe it's rewiring people's brains. Because these kids now can't focus. And now, guess what? They on social media. Everything is quick, right? So then your child gets labeled ADHD. And you wonder why. Well, if all they're doing is scrolling to the next thing and they can't stay focused on one thing, ADHD. Come on. I blame Hallmark and Disney. The number one group of women addicted to social media is Black women. I don't know about that one. I don't have that stat, but I'll believe you. When technology took off, is women started seriously changing. Well, I think that started happening too when everything started bending that way. Way too many people looking for approval instead of fixing their own problems. Yeah, that's a good one. She's been all this time recording this video when she could have been cleaning up. You can't make this up. Social media made them lazy. Yeah, man. These people on TikTok making videos about being strong and independent don't need no man, but expecting the same man they disrespect to become a human ATM with a pulse and retirement plan. I'm surprised none of y'all brought up the fact that, listen, y'all ain't brought this up. Hold up. Let me play it.
No sex till you start helping me around the house.
I can't believe none of y'all brought that up. Listen, let's talk about that part too. So here's another thing. Why would I get married to you and then you're going to try to use relations as a punishment? As a punishment. You got to be out your mind. Because if you're going to use sex to punish me with, that's not a, is that a threat? Is that a threat? Oh, you're going to take it away. Okay. Well, you're not the only one that can provide that. And you can say, damn, Sean, that's wrong. Don't use sex as a weapon. Don't ever use sex as a weapon. Don't ever throw that in my face like it's a weapon. I'm going to punish you from it. Seriously? Then, okay. You know? Again, that's crazy because it's almost like you want to destroy your own relationship. It's almost like over something that she has control over. Remember what I said earlier. it's never enough. Even if he helped out around the house, and I've showed y'all in videos before, even when the dudes are helping around the house, soon as he capitulates to that, then they're like, you ain't a real man. They find something else to bitch about, something else that isn't good enough. And all of that has to do with her insecurities, her shortcomings. It has to deal with her. And anybody that got that many goddamn tattoos, something is wrong. I'm telling you. Sean, you need a nice drink. And where the heck is P at from the underworld when you need it? Oh, he doing his thing. Shit, I brought that up. Scroll up. Oh, my bad. Rick, my bad, Rick. Where Rick, let's see if I can catch Rick. How did I miss it? Okay, I saw the vets thing. Rick, where did I miss it over recently? I read social media made them lazy. Young kids can't even change a tire. Okay, did I miss that? I might have missed it, bro. My bad. During the beginning of COVID, the apocalypse, so many women were resigning from work to stay at home. The only ethnicity that couldn't were Black women. Oh, gotcha. Understand. Gotcha. You can never please an ungrateful person. Waste of time and energy. You can't. You really can't. Adam, that's spot on. We're not done yet, though. Here's another issue that tends to happen in marriage, okay? Tell me if y'all haven't heard of this before. Check this out. This woman puts out good videos.
A woman is like, tell me the truth. And then you tell them a truth, and they don't like that truth. And they get really upset about that truth. And as a woman, because we're motivated to not upset people, they actually think that if you know how upset I am about what's true for you, you will change what's true for you. They really think that. But you guys are smarter than that because it's been true for you for a long time. And there were no problems until you told her.
I told you, now there's problems.
Now there's a problem. There was no problem before I was out loud about it. There's no problem at all. And really, honest men just stop telling the truth because it's not worth it. My conclusion is humans were born liars. I've seen horses lie, I've seen dogs lie, and I've seen, absolutely. Yes, nature lies. So yeah, if you want honesty, you have to always have the reward of the honesty be greater than the cost of the honesty.
Ooh, that's deep. Let's keep going.
Doesn't mean you have to have no cost. You don't have to pretend to be fine, but it has to be, you know what, you can tell I don't like that. And I'm a little afraid it means I won't get what I need, but you get 1,000 points for telling me that.
We're trained in a Pavlovian way. Like you ask for the truth, we give the truth, then you get mad. So then we're like, okay, well, obviously telling the truth is not a good idea.
Yes.
And then you start backtracking and she goes, well, now you're lying.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then you're in more trouble and you're like, I got to go.
Listen, that right there, I played that because how many of y'all, if you've been married before, how many of y'all have been there? Or you don't have to be married. Just talk about even in a relationship where you got asked a question or, you try to give this person that's supposed to be your person, you tried to give them the truth. And their response to the truth is they flip out or they're hurt or, whatever the damn response is. Or they ask you about something. Let's flip it that way. They ask you about something, you give them the truth, they flip out on you, and you're like, you ask me, why is there no space for me to tell the truth without it costing your feelings? And the thing that this woman was trying to relay is that, or something that she didn't say, but the response of how women react to us sometimes in terms of, maybe freaking out or getting emotional or this, that, and the third, they respond to us like they would another woman. And they don't understand we're not wired that way. Part of logic is I'm going to tell you an uncomfortable truth, even if you don't like it. I'll give y'all a great example. Me and my woman watched the show Suits, okay? And the main characters are Mike Ross, and Harvey Specter. If you have seen the show, y'all know what I'm talking about. In the beginning, when Mike was trying to learn to become a lawyer or to be a lawyer, he would have these situations where he would get stuck and he would just want to give up. And then Harvey always shot straight with him. He was like, listen, you say you want to be a lawyer, then you need to man the hell up. Find another way to get it done, but don't bitch about it. Then you're not cut out for this. And he would tell him the truth, straight up, no chaser. Now, if you've watched that show, if you've seen the latter seasons, Mike started to be a really skilled lawyer. And then there was a point in time where Harvey kind of wasn't in his right mind. And what did Mike do? He gave him the truth, straight up, no chaser, because that's exactly what Harvey, his mentor, used to do for him. That's the way us as men work, right? We work where we're going to, hey, it happened in the military all the time. Sean, I need to talk to you. You fucking up. You are not doing this the way to the standard. What's the standard? This, that, and the third. Are you living up to that standard? No. Then fix yourself. Straight up. Even when I was a young petty officer, right? And you had the junior people, but they were above me because they had more time. Those dudes were brutal. Second-class petty officers, brutal. It's almost like they were always hazing you. But you know what? Those dudes made me better. They made you better. Even though they was always dunking on you, it always seemed like they was just picking on you because they have one more chevron. No, they're trying to teach you the right way. They give it to you straight, no chaser. So that's the way us men operate. And these women who are so-called independent, who, we don't need men and this, that, and the third, but you're trying to operate in this world, yet you can't take when I give you the straight up truth. No, it don't work that way. If you can't take or handle the truth, you have no reason to call yourself an independent or strong anything. Get it out your goddamn vocabulary. If you can't take it when I tell you something, that shouldn't even be in your goddamn vocabulary because you're not. You cannot be an independent, strong woman and then someone tell you the truth and you just flip. You've already shown yourself to be a phony. So, unfortunately, though, we live in a risk-reward type system. And when you're in a relationship for long, a relationship, especially a long-term committed relationship, if you don't have the space to talk and tell each other the truth, the lie is more convenient. And I know it's like, well, you shouldn't lie. Really? The behavior, you trained me to lie to you based upon your response to the truth that I told you. Now, if you didn't want the truth, you shouldn't have goddamn asked me. And if I love you, right, like I've actually heard someone say, if I love you, I'm gonna lie to you because I'm protecting you. But why? Why do we live like that? Why do we have to live like that? And the reason why we live that way is because most of the time we have to protect our women's feelings. They don't want the full truth. Let's see what you all got to say. Everyone in the chat is awesome as hell. Yeah, they are. Let's see what they got. Rick, if you want access to the facilities and all the fun, they have to perform the duties. All good, Adam. Just love the real that you and everyone brings to the channel is all right. Cool. All right, that thing jumped on me. Our boss says, and you wonder why, bro, Sean is demonetized. Bro speaking fact. Oh, get demonetized. Bro speaking facts and real. Like and share the channel. Thank you very much, our boss. Appreciate you. Of course, women will always get mad when you tell them the ugly truth instead of a pretty lie, and can't handle the consequences of the actions they've made for themselves. Yeah, they don't want it because it hurts their feelings. Because it's going to make them have to. That's the thing, right? When I was in the military, Preston, when people hit you with that truth, it just because we're men, it don't mean that what we got told didn't hurt our feelings. It don't mean that what we got told didn't uh, kind of take us aback, or that we didn't feel some type of way. Far from it. The difference is a man know when you get your feelings hurt by somebody telling you, hey, you're not meeting the goddamn standard. We don't sit there and like, oh, I'm not meeting the standard. Well, you don't understand. I was late this morning and I tried to get my morning bagel and then my nail broke. Like, we don't have that. The only way we think is, I'm not going to let that shit happen again. I'm going to meet the standard. You're either going to rise to the occasion or you're going to fail again. And that's the difference between winners and losers. Losers make excuses. Winners, they make changes. Boom. A man is like an umbrella. A partner must hold him up so he can protect her from the rain. Oh, I've heard that one before. That's a good one. Yep. Sometimes we need that pep talk to snap out of our funk. We do. And sometimes, like, it's good when you got a bro that, like me and P talk that way. I got another big bro, right? When I'm messing up, Big Fam been in the chat before with us. I think it was last live stream or when before that, whatever. But if I'm messing up, Big Fam like, hey, you need to go on straight yourself out. And sometimes Big Fam be messing up. I'm like, yo, man, what are you doing? Yeah, no, I don't want to hear this. Okay, you need to get your shit together, and we laugh about it. See, when you got a brother or you got brothers that's gonna hold you accountable, yeah, it might not feel good when you hear it, but what it make you do? It make you go, he right. I need to get my shit together. Women want you to coddle their feelings and lie to them. And a real man ain't gonna lie to you like that. He gonna be straight up with you. You need to get your shit together. Hey, you up here telling me about helping you around the house with this shit. What you been doing for the 12 hours I've been gone? My job is to go out, slay the dragon so that we have a light roof over our head. Now, if you want to swap, go ahead and go make the money I'm making, and I will sit here and I will cook the meals, clean the shit up, go run the errands. I'll do all that stuff. But I'm not going to bitch and complain about it. You know? Let me start. I finally came to understand of what Black women mean when they say, you have to handle me. They mean I don't want to have emotional control. You have to have enough for both of us. Oh, okay. I want to make sure I read that right. Yeah. I think when a woman says you have to handle me, it's her giving herself room to not change her own behaviors, to not take accountability for who she is. Because usually when these women say you got to handle me, somewhere in their mind, even though subconsciously they might know it, but on the surface, they might say, well, I've been through all this and I'm who I am and nobody's going to change that. In their mind, they think that they don't need to really change, that you need to kind of change who you are to accommodate who they are. And that's not the way relationships work. It's not the way it comes to human beings. I think people don't understand that. As human beings, we have to be able to be accountable for our own actions, right? Sit there trying to manipulate the other person. I don't think they get that. The only thing that these people have is a hypocrisy in loony, toony, buffoony, snorting too much baloney. Handle me equals no emotional regulation. Yep. Do your thing, Sean. And whenever you want to get deep into mind control, as mind control and his, we end up with rap and hip hop, not even music anymore. Yeah. Not sure how deep you want to get, but I'm here for you, bro. Our boss, it's all good, man. We can, we'll have to we'll have to do a separate episode so we can have room to be able to talk about that. My bad for sucky spelling. All good. Sigmund Freud's nephew popularized mass media manipulation for profit. Oh yeah, they got all that going on. Drip feeding because, bro, love your channel. And this is a bro's barbershop stop. Absolutely, our boss. Absolutely. That's what this place is for, brother. Many are afraid of the light because it reveals what they hide in the darkness. Absolutely, Adam. Yep. I don't want a woman I have to handle. Good evening, Sean C in the chat. Oh, Norvell, man, thank you for being here. I appreciate you, brother. Let's get, and let me catch this last one. A hard head will always make a soft ass to a snake in the crack. All right, Preston. All right, let's get to this next video. I want y'all to hear what this next brother says about marriage. And I'm really interested. I'm going to try to get to as many comments as I can, but I'm really interested in your thoughts on it. I think that he hit the nail on the head. Now, if you're a woman looking at this, you want to know why men don't get married. This dude is not a long clip, but what he says is it's the problem that a lot of dudes have with marriage nowadays. Check this out.
What's stopping you from being in a relationship?
Because it's the terms and conditions.
He said relationship, but you know what I mean.
It make no sense. None of them make sense to me. Like when I think about who I am as a person, there's no way as a man that I can have a woman somewhere thinking that the decision that I made that best suited me in whatever moment I choose to make it is somehow violating her. That's unfair to me as a man because I'm not doing anything that's wrong. I'm a grown man. I know how to make decisions. You don't get to dictate my decisions based on what do you call
Social
it?
construct.
Social construct that we didn't even have a hand in creating. We going off of what everybody else is supposed to do or says you're supposed to do.
But what if you could do it your way?
I do it my way. That's why I don't want to be in a relationship.
yo, hey, I love what this brother said. All right, let's bring it up and talk about it. I love what this brother said. My favorite part of what he said is about being a man. And obviously, I don't expect women to get that. But gents, as men, everyone is faced with life and death every day. Ziggy, office off. Okay. Everyone is faced with life and death every day. All right. But as a man, we're uniquely in the path of life and death every day. Especially if you are a black man. If you are a black man in America, you are uniquely in the path of life and death every time you go out your house every day. Because all you need is some cop to freak out on you. All you need is somebody to don't like where you at, don't like the way you look, says you fit some description. All right? And so much we find ourselves doing for the comfort of our women because we want them to feel comfortable and whatever. But as a man, there's just certain things that I just got to do. I'm trying to say this. Obviously, there's a part of it where you want to be considerate of the other person, but at the same time, why would I choose as a man who has to not only put my family's life first, but also put my life, I have to watch my life daily because I know that there's opportunities to cut it short. People are not going to have the same sympathy on me as they would a woman or a child. So why would I restrict myself in how I move and how I do things, especially when he said, I want to make sure I catch this right. Let's listen real quick.
It make no sense. None of them make sense to me. Like when I think about who I am as a person, there's no way as a man that I can have a woman somewhere thinking that the decision that I made that best suited me in whatever moment I choose to make it is somehow violating her.
See that? So again, our decision making as men on a daily basis, those type of choices, he said that he can't deal with the fact that he might have a woman somewhere thinking that the choice he made offends her. And that's a powerful statement. That's a powerful statement, especially me hearing it as a man who's been married twice. I've been in multiple relationships, but after having been married twice and having been in marriages where my wives were selfish at some moments. Selfish when I'm actually trying to do the right thing for them and the family, and yet my decisions got them up feeling some type of way. Even when I'm trying to do the right thing. See, that right there, that don't fly. And that's why I relate to it. You know? That's why, like, where I'm at right now is I know what my purpose is, and the purpose is the number one thing. Because I've lost so much time dealing with the wrong people, dealing with these situations that have held me back, dealing with these situations where I had to bring myself up from the bottom back up again, and then to lose it again and come back up. After you've done that so many times, there's no room to fail anymore. Like I tell my woman all the time, I cannot go back to losing everything. I'm going to fucking flip out. I really am. I'm going to crash the fuck out. I'm not doing it again. I'm not losing everything again to build it back up at this age. It makes absolutely no fucking sense. So that's why I always say on the videos, you have to know what your purpose is. You have to know where you're going. And as a leader, you have to make your purpose, your direction clear to the people who you are trying to lead. Because if you don't, there will be chaos. Take it from me. I've had a lot of people work for me, and if they don't have a clear direction, you will have chaos. Or as we like to say, you will not have good order and discipline, okay? Let's see what you guys have to say about that. Let me go up. My wife, I don't want to handle her. I calm her down and ease her emotions. And listen, this is not to negate the fact that women are emotional creatures, right? So there's a level of empathy that you have to have for the person that you're with. You have to have a level of empathy. And I think that men nowadays have way more empathy than the OGs back in the day. OGs back in the day didn't give a shit if she was crying. They did not care. Yo, I'm gonna go. I gotta go. I gotta get out of here. Them dudes left. They bounced. You need to figure that shit out. I'll be back when I be back. They didn't sit there and they did not put up with the tears and the emotional manipulation. The real OGs, they walk the hell out. Like, you do your woman thing, I'm gonna walk out. Dudes today have more space for empathy than I've ever seen before in my life. And yet, they still don't want that either. The OGs damn near had it right. I'm gonna walk the hell out. If you're not willing to sit here and listen to some rationale, then I don't have to sit here and listen to you just fucking cry either. But you do have to have a level of empathy. If you love the person you with, you're gonna have empathy for them. That is your woman. She is under you. And you want to make sure she's okay. Now, if she's just leaking and her eyes are leaking and she just need that time, do what you got to do. But these women today, don't seem to have the same level of empathy when you need it. Ain't that some shit? I don't know. Chico Beans straight from DC. I've been consuming a lot of Carl Jung teachings. He talks about the shadow, the dark rider. People don't even know who's in their own psyche. Be ready to creep out. You know, it's funny. In the show Dexter, he always talked about the dark passenger, right? And we all have these parts of us in our psyche, some more than others. Some people are just beings of pure empathy, you know, and some we, you know, I have my own dark spots. The only thing is, as I've gotten older and I've seen what that person and what that part of Sean does to not only other people, but to myself. You get older and you're like, okay, that person is back in the recesses. And you hope that there's no situations that's going to make that part of you come out again because you've graduated from that part. You know what I mean? A partnership is about anchoring each other peace in the storms. Yep. Men make logical decisions, women make emotional decisions, plain and simple. And both are necessary, right? Those emotional decisions by women sometimes help us to see things from an angle we may not have been able to see before. To have empathy where we might, like where rationally might make sense, but it doesn't make sense on a personal level. We might not be able to see it. But that's what happens when, hey, Rick, that's what happens when you got a wife, though. Chico Beans is here for games, standing on business. I say the same thing. We're supposed to make each other's lives smoother and less stressful. Yeah. My choices offend you? Damn. Yep. I only have time for people who bring peace to my life. I'm not talking about circumstance beyond their control. Yep. Been rebuilding for 3 years. Ain't no stopping this train. Shine, I don't blame you, brother. When you've had that time and you've worked hard to try to work on you and improve you. See, these women, Shine, talk about, oh, I'm healing. I'm on my healing journey, this, that, and the third. Bro, these women ain't healing. They're not healing. That real healing journey, like, you starting to say, okay, I did this before. I ain't doing that no more. That's how dudes operate, right? I done been through this. I learned that lesson. Everybody told me not to talk to her. Everybody told me why not to talk to her, and I still did it. I ain't messing with that no more. Or I see the red flag now. I see the red flag clearly, right? The red flags I seen in my exes, those type of women don't even come up to me no more, Shine. You know why? Because I recognize what it was. I went through it, came out of it, recognized what it was, changed who I am, and now the type of people that had those red flags don't want to deal with me no more. That's when you graduated. When you're not attracting the same type of people that did the thing to you before, you're on another level. At this big age, no more start overs for real. Yeah, no more. We're going to tell her the truth. We don't care if you like it or not. In all seriousness, tells you these people don't know about real music anymore, only twerking. Yeah, man, music is, I don't even know if our music was good. Somebody set it up in the chair earlier. Baby, I'm begging, baby, I'm begging, baby. Say, yeah, I don't think they heard me. That's the thong song. Oh. All right. Now, I want you to hear what this woman says about her husband. For any women that are watching, I want you to listen to this woman and see what was an important quality that she valued in her husband. Okay. And then for the gents, when you listen to her, I want you to realize, just listen. Here we go.
Marry the good guy. For all my girlies in their 20s, their 30s, marry the good guy. Don't marry the hot one. Don't marry the popular one. Marry the good guy. My now husband, when we were dating, he sat in the hospital waiting room with me, with my grandmother, for 6 hours. Waited on her hand and foot, was not complaining, nothing. Sat there with us, my grandmother, for 6 hours. Now, there's a language barrier because my grandmother only knew how to speak Vietnamese. Johnny only knows how to speak English. And he still sat there with her for 6 hours. Marry the good guy.
You know, shout out to this young lady. Jen, shout out to this young lady. I told y'all when I get a chance, I'm going to show good women on here because we need to see them. We need to see them and we need to hear what they got to say. Unfortunately, women don't want the good guy, right? It's like women will, I literally just showed y'all on one of my most recent video where the dude talked about bringing soup to his girl and medicine when she was sick and did all this stuff. But yet and still, one of his homeboys tagged her the first night he met her right out the club. So she said marry the good guy, but right now, if you're a good guy and you get married to these women gonna see what you did for her grandma, not as that's the type of man to be with. They gonna look at that dude as this is the type of dude I can get him to do whatever I want him to do. Like the games, the manipulation is at an all-time high. And you have other women telling women about how to do that, teaching women how to manipulate a dude while still out there cheating, while still out there busting it down. So I appreciate this young lady telling other women, hey, go get the good guy. But the problem is you're talking to women who don't really value good men anyway. Because if they did, I wouldn't have folders full of these women crying, talking about, why does no man that like me? And that's why I showed y'all on my last videos about, yo, you all think that y'all above average. Some of y'all women think you're above average. You're an average woman. And that's not a bad thing. You hear average like, oh, he said I'm average. You're an average woman. You are an average woman. Go find you an average man. If you can find better than that, that's great. But find somebody that's on your level and enjoy them. This life is short as shit. Okay? I can't believe, I love where I'm at in age right now, but I can't believe how much time has passed already. It's crazy. And a lot of these women are wasting time on shit that don't matter and then cry because they wasted all the time. And then it's your problem, gents. So I appreciate what this young lady is saying. But in theory, it's not working right now. These women would see that kind of dude that would be there for their mom and he'd be getting bust down by a Pookie or a Ray Ray the next week. Come on. I hate saying this, but our black women need to listen to her. But they're going to see that she's Asian and use that as an excuse to why she don't know what she's talking about. Yeah, Sean, I hear you, brother. I hear you. I just heard some Blackstreet on TikTok yesterday had a flashback. Patricia, don't leave me, girl. No, no, no. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Man, me and P used to have that little dance when that song came on. Oh shit. Oh. Women don't want the good guy. They want the masculine man, even as they try to domesticate you. Yeah. Yes, it's almost a challenge. Both men and women try to subdue each other in a way. Ain't that some shit? Good guy equals man who pays for everything. Good guy. Are you a good gal? She says she married. She got a fat ring on that finger there. Adam, I don't know if you see that, but that thing was popping off. Let's see if I can find it. I saw that ring. I was like, okay, my dude, that ring. If you can see it right below that on the left side, right here. That ring, okay? My girl ring doing that thing, okay? marry, married a good guy. Well, what about him? No, she says she had she's married. She's giving advice to ladies to go find their own dude. Many like to tell others how live their life without fixing themselves. Well, hopefully she has. Healing journey. I've been grinding around the clock on my purpose for almost 5 years now. Yup, that's what you got to do. In all seriousness, these people definitely don't know about real music anymore. I already read that. All right, let's go back down. Women don't want the good guy. They want. I already read that one. It's true and unfortunate. Yeah, it is, Rick. He's a good guy. I could take advantage of him and cross his boundaries. Yep. The 1/3 of good women who we're looking for are out there. They're just not on social media. Yeah, and V, that's the part I'm struggling with, even with this channel, right? As much as I'm trying to show y'all that there are good women out there, I put out an episode. I've showed it recently in one of the episodes I put out. It's hard because they're not easily findable because it's damn near like looking for a needle in a haystack. But let's be real. Let's be real about something. And I brought this up many times on this channel. Finding a wife, right? A wife type woman is not easy. It's not supposed to be easy. Even the Bible, whether you're biblical or not, even in the Bible, it talks about her worth is more than rubies. And we're going to talk about why a wife's value is more than rubies in the last clip of the night. We only got 2 more clips left. Okay. What time is it? Oh, we making good time, baby. Making good time because your boy kind of lightheaded from giving blood today. All right. I've been drinking Coca-Cola. It's like get some sweetness in my and sugar in my system or something. All right. That ring says her man spends money on her. If I would have become better, my ex-wife would have won, but I'm still hoping for the future with a black woman. You know what? Just take it one day at a time, bro. If creating a life you deserve was easy, everyone would be happy. The problem is everyone's definition is different. Absolutely. And the other thing is, I'm saying sometimes some things come easy and it's all good. But most of the time, the best things in life are the things that you have to work for and you have to put some time in because you appreciate it more, right? Especially when you've grown up and you haven't had a lot, or you grew up and things weren't always good, or you went through some hard times. So now when you go through it and you come out of that thing and it feels amazing. And so that's why I respect what I got, because we've gone through some things and it was me who was going through some things. And those things that tried us and tested us made us better, made me better. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm probably one of the best versions of myself that I've ever been. Like I couldn't be more proud of myself. Like if I had to look back, this is about to be December is about to be the 11th year since my car accident. And if the me that came out of that car accident could see where I'm at now, I would be blown away. I'd be like, wow, you made all those changes since the car accident? I wouldn't even have believed it. I would have been blown away. I'd have been like, wow. I would have gone harder. I'm gonna tell you that. I would have gone harder. Shout out to Amin, man. 3 houses and 2 marriages later, no more. I hear you, brother. I hear you. It's tough. I'm gonna leave you up on the screen for a minute. It's tough, when you go through it and you put in the hard work, you didn't gain, you didn't lost, and you just don't have the energy no more to lose again. Why? Why would you do that to yourself? I get it, man. And even though some people are not going to get that. They're not. But when you've lost, when you've had to hustle and then you have to work to get it again and you lose it again, and man, you just don't have the energy for all that. Thank you, I mean, for being tonight's first sponsor. I appreciate you very much, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. We live and we learn. Yep. Of course, women can't handle the consequences of their own truth that they did to themselves as far as accountability in their own lonely house of delusion, saucy lies, and hell. Oh, word. Rick, did I miss you again? Sugar in your what? Oh, yeah, pause. My bad. I needed some sugar because I gave blood today. And I don't have any cookies in the house or nothing like that. So I needed something to I was kind of lightheaded before I started the live stream, man. So I needed some Coca-Cola. That's too funny. That is hilarious. Yeah, pause on that one. My bad, bro. Of course, we live with the mistakes we made for ourselves. But it's how we live our lives and own up to the mistakes we made. Absolutely. Life is about improving yourself until your last breath. And that's the way I always feel, man. I always feel like I want to be the best version of me. Every day I don't win, but I think that when I look collectively, yeah, I'm winning, man. You know, like I think this holiday season, it'll be a year. It might be longer than a year, but I'm going to say a year. It's been a year since I've vaped. Now, the last time I vaped, it was a zero nicotine vape. So I went from vaping, then I went down to zero nicotine vape, and then I just gave up vaping. I just didn't want to do it no more. You know, I was staying up too late at night, couldn't sleep, and thought I had insomnia. Man, I've been up since 6:30 this morning. I was going to get up at 7, but I knew I had a lot to do today, so I got up at 6:30. Some mornings I get up at 5:50. Like when I was in the military, I didn't like getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning. But now I like getting a lot of shit done. And I like chilling at the end of the evening, and I like going to bed, you know? And those are the changes that younger Sean wouldn't understand. Younger Sean wouldn't understand me going to bed or being in bed by like 10 or 10:30. He wouldn't understand. It's like, what's wrong with you? It's like, you got to go into somebody's job? I'm like, no, I work for me. And you still go to bed early? Yeah, I wouldn't understand. All right, this next clip right here, gents.
I just want to get this off my chest real quick.
Somebody
asked me, why do I want to be in a relationship so bad? Why is marriage such a desire for me? And no, it's not simply because I want a wife. But there is such a delicate power that many people don't see about being someone's person. Imagine somebody being so comfortable with you that simply your presence helps them sleep better at night. Imagine somebody feeling so secure in who you are to them that they feel safe everywhere they go. In any room they're in, imagine somebody feeling so heard and considered that they forget what it's like to bottle things in. You begin to heal insecurities and past traumas that was placed on them years ago. Imagine someone seeing inspiration in your eyes, so much so that they want to procreate and continue the lineage of your last name. Imagine that kind of love that makes you want to live a little longer. Baby, I am not only your person, but I am your diary, your medicine, and your melatonin. I'm all those things, and I know you will be all those things to me. Anybody who's in attendance that gets to hear my vows will hear me describe nothing but God in this woman.
Listen, I placed that video there because for a number of reasons. The first reason that I put that video there was to show that there's still men out there. I already know because I've polled y'all before, but men still feel this way about wanting to find their woman, to find somebody that's theirs, their person, whatever you want to call it. Men still feel this way. Regardless what these women, gents, say to you guys, say online or say whatever in these videos, regardless what they say, I know the truth. regardless what y'all say, not necessarily my gents, but regardless what men say in general, I know that when they say, "Oh, I don't want to find," it's a lie. I know most men do. But the thing is, men today don't want just anything anymore. Like, it's funny how women talk about raising the standards, their standards. But in my opinion, my humble opinion, when I look around the landscape, it seems to me the people that have really raised their standards are men. Not all men, but the good men. Good men have raised their standards. Good men have raised their standards so high, it's like they're not even trying to I'm not even trying to go out just sleep with anybody anymore. I'd rather just be by myself. That's the level men are at. I don't want anyone to come up in here and ruin what I'm trying to work on or ruin the peace that I've built and developed for myself, the healing that I've done on myself. And then you get young men like this one. It sounds idealistic. It might even sound simp-like. But there is something special about what he said. The problem is trying to find a woman that's going to appreciate that. You still got young brothers talking like this. You know what I don't hear? I don't hear women talking like this. There are some, but I'm talking about like genuinely talk like this. Maybe that's the problem, ain't it? Problem is that we don't know who's genuine and who's not anymore. We don't know, who are you a poisonous snake or are you just a garden variety snake? We don't know. All we see is a bunch of snakes coming toward us and we don't know. V said, just hit my vape pen. Finding comfort in lies instead of facing hard truths. Yeah. Why in the 10 F's hell should we handle any women who can't handle her own delusions, especially when they are the ones who literally started this whole division between men and women? I'm about to start growing the most popular strains tobacco for myself. Store-bought cigarettes have over 71 chemicals added to it. Yeah. All right. We definitely shouldn't have to ease. I got to read kind of something like that. All right. Y'all talking about vaping and stuff. All right. Let's get to the last video clip of the night. Now, the next video clip that I have here.
The storyline that.
Now, you can already read on the top of that, right? The comment is black women to black men. Men of other races don't depend on their women for support. Black women to black men. Men of other races don't depend on their women for support. The argument that we've been having, particularly and especially in the black community, is that when we ask our women to essentially be a wife, but to be a support system for us men, they expect the world of us, but they can't do the things that wives do. They're not wives. And they say, well, you think it's better on the other side? You think them women do that stuff for their men? And I've showed y'all examples of some terrible wives from all races. Because a modern woman is a modern woman. Shout out to my people in the UK. Shout out to my people in Australia. Shout out to my people in South America. Shout out to my people in Mexico. Shout out to my people from around the world who watch this channel. You all are going through your own stuff too. I know it. You can find bad women, bad wives everywhere. But exclusively, sometimes it seems like we get so much crap from our women. And y'all know we do. Y'all know we do, because y'all don't even want to deal with that shit. Let's listen to this clip. This right here is going to show what it's like when you actually have a woman that supports you.
The storyline that, as a black woman and you want to date a black man, that you need to hold him down, or you need to, build him up, or he may not have it yet, but stick beside him until he gets there. Why? Because these other cultures, the people, they don't do that.
My wife has been my rock. She has been there for me, when I was, driving that beer cart, filing bankruptcy. It'd not be where I am today if I had not met her.
When everybody else was telling me that I would not be able to do it, my wife supported me because she knew I was passionate about what I wanted to do. And I tell my wife this all the time. We have the life that we have today because of you. And I continue to have the life that I have today because of you. If it were not for you, I would not be able to do what I do every single day. She holds me down. She's the brakes to my gas pedal. She's my rock. She's the love of my life, and I will do anything for her.
There's no way I would ever accomplish what I have without my wife. Oh, not even close, man. Oh, not even close. Yeah. The bottom line is, I would not have accomplished a fraction of what I have without that woman. 100%. Because she is literally half of everything that I do.
Because these other cultures, the people, they don't do that.
See, this just goes to show how ignorant some of the statements made by modern women are. A woman holding a man down should have nothing to do with the race of the woman. It has everything to do with the mindset of that woman, how she was raised, the integrity of that woman, how she values men, and how she particularly values her own man. That's the things that actually matter. Those are the things that make sense. And if your woman doesn't do that, or she doesn't have that mindset, I dare say she's not your woman. Or I would say that she shouldn't be the woman that you consider long-term. If she can't understand that her role is much more valuable than just being a lay, or she doesn't understand that her role is just much more than you spoiling her. Because I think you can be one of these kind of guys that we just saw on here, right? You could be one of these dudes right here talking about your woman and you doing all this stuff for her because you want to honor your woman, but then there's also doing too much. I'm not saying don't do for your woman. I'm just saying that like some dudes get caught up and think, well, I got to do everything for her, and then she cheat on you anyway. So I'm saying that there's a humility that has to be between both the man and the woman when it comes to valuing each other. There's one of the oldest, piece of advice, there's the do unto others as you have them do unto you, right? I didn't want to give it away by saying biblical type principles or whatever. The point is, I think for a relationship to really be in perfection and thrive, I believe that it is important for each individual to first make sure that they're doing their best to always be the best version of themselves. And then the second part is each person has to understand what their role is. The third thing is each person has to look to the other person. Hey, how does that person feel? Have I taken care of their needs today? Have I thought about this person today? Am I being considerate of this person? And it has to be reciprocated. It has to be reciprocated. If each person is thinking about the other person instead of thinking about self, well, I'm thinking about you all the time, but you're thinking about yourself. There's an imbalance. We come back to this right here. We come back to this.
I feel as if it's impossible if a woman is unhappy to put the happiness of her kids and husband before her own happiness. Like, how can I thrive in a space where I'm the backbone of the house? How can I make this house a home? The house is going to be a hellhole if the woman is not happy.
I'm going to put it back on her. My dude look frustrated as hell right now. You see that mentality? Her whole argument and conversation was about making one person happy. She put that happiness above her husband. She put that happiness above her kids. Nothing about duty. Nothing about her duty to her husband, her duty to her children, her duty to that household. We as men do it all the time. We will work a job for 30, 40, 50 years to make sure that our kids have the best and that our wives are comfortable as best as we can do it, or at least that they have what they need. We will work something shitty that we don't want to be a part of our whole lives until we are just broken and expire for the women we love. Modern women today don't have that same type of duty to their husband as husbands seem to have to their wives. At least I'm not seeing it. So that is factually incorrect. The majority of women from other ethnicities help their men financially. Well, it depends on where you're at. I would say it depends on where you're at, man. Just because she's a good girl doesn't mean she a walking foul. Why teach someone who doesn't want to learn, especially when they don't want to listen? Yeah. It's basically asking a fisherman to teach them how to catch a fish stick. Shine. That's the issue I was talking about. Yep. Black women confuse building with a man with building with a man. Wait. Black women confuse building with a man with building a man. Building with a man means a man already has a vision. Building a man means he is broken and has no vision. Yep. That's it. Shout out to you, Devin. I just realized who I was reading from. Shout out to you, bro. Hey, great to see you, Devin. Hope everything is going well. I know you living your best life. But yeah, that's the difference. And that's why we talk about having purpose on this channel, walking in our purpose and our vision and being secure in that and not willing to compromise the purpose of the vision for anybody because the purpose and the vision is bigger than everybody. You see what I'm saying? If a woman treats a man right, she doesn't need to chain him down. Who? This right here, Adam. If a man, yes, especially if a woman can do this and she has a good man, there's no need to try to chain him. Even though these women have a good man and will try to chain the dude. It's crazy. Black new love. Yeah, we're trying to make something new. I would love to turn around with black men have the highest standards for the women they choose. I would love to turn it around with black men. I'm assuming having the highest standard for the women they choose. Yeah, we have to though. But that's why we start here. That's what it means to be a gent. We're not perfect, but we're gonna work. We're gonna try to improve ourselves, man. And hopefully we get the tools, the personal tools to be able to use that in how we move and go forward. I was watching Pearl Daily, and it was embarrassing how many black men were chasing. I'm assuming BBWs. I don't know what BWW is. I love being married. I love having a wife. I love being a husband. I think I read that earlier. Let me make sure I catch everything. Salute. Yep. I'm definitely struggling with the fact that these people keep saying that they're no good men when they keep buying into the propaganda of false commercial for a Burger King Whopper with no fries. What? Let me read up on that. Let me go up. Let me see if I miss. I was watching Pearl Daily. It was embarrassed how many black men were chasing big white women. Oh, you know what, man? I told y'all on this channel, I'm at the point now, the way things are now, go where you appreciate it, not tolerate it. I mean, But I would say that if you have, I would say the embarrassing part is if you have standards for yourself, then you should have somewhat standards for your woman. She don't have to be perfect. Like, I don't expect my woman to work out the way I do. I don't. And before she had her surgery, we worked out all the time. And it was actually a great bonding time for us too. But we both want to be healthy. We both, you know, if I don't know if the world is going to be crazy forever, but we would like to travel. We would like to be healthy enough to go and travel and enjoy ourselves. And I don't want to be the broken down old man in our relationship where I'm like, you know, wheelchair bound or something like that. So we both appreciate it. And that's what happens when you're kind of equally yoked where, you know, hey, we're going to move this way. So it is embarrassing if that's not the expectations you would have for yourself. I hope that makes sense. Right? I missed this. That's BS. Other races of women go 50-50. Black women always talk about they want a partner, but don't want to go 50-50. But a partnership by definition is 50-50. Or a partnership means that a partnership means that all parties are contributing something. And when we're talking about a partnership, when it comes to a relationship partnership, we all have emotional and physical and psychological needs. So to think that one person is supposed to be just giving to those needs, giving, and get nothing in return, that's the delusion. Listen, let me show y'all something real quick. I told you all that I'm going to show you one of the clips that I put into the members only video. Okay, let's move this over here. Oh, can't do that. Let's do it this way. Where's my members only video? All right, there we go. All right, here's my members only video. I'm not going to play the thing because I can't, but I want you to see something real quick. What was the clip I want to show y'all? All right, I think this one I can play. So check this out.
I would love to get married again, but now it seems like men don't want to get married anymore.
Business. My place. Stop playing the victim. Stop. You stop. You stop.
All right, that's it. I'm calling the cops.
Hey.
I'm calling the cops.
This is why men don't want to get married anymore.
It's funny. It's funny. I hate you. Bro, you're a weird too. Like, it's not funny.
Why are men so hesitant to commit to marriage these days?
I told you to stop texting her. I don't understand why she is the priority here.
I mean, what's a text? Did you see what the text said?
It doesn't matter what it says. You can ignore it.
I can't say happy birthday?
No, you absolutely cannot say happy birthday. Why is that impossible for you to understand?
I mean, I grew up with a girl. It's not that big of a deal.
I don't care. I do not care.
It's absurd.
If the person that you're with is asking you not to do something, but you be like, yes, I love you so much, I'm going to not do that anymore.
Excuse me. Look, you gotta be quiet. We have other customers here, please.
Mind your business, okay?
My.
Yo, my dude said, mind your business. He up here getting filleted by this woman. I said this in the members only, but yo, this dude had the nerve to say, mind your business. Wow.
Business? Yes. Mind my business.
Okay.
I'll get the authorities. You mind your business.
Why aren't men getting married anymore?
What?
Do you know what you did?
Yeah, I got paper plates like you asked me to.
We're not wealthy.
Yeah, that's why we're getting paper plates.
You got Dixie brand.
Okay. They were 3 for $15.
That's
They're on
still-
sale. I thought I did good.
That's $5 for 44 plates. I normally get like 100 pack for like $3.50.
Okay, they didn't have that at the dollar store.
They have
I did the
plates.
math. Yeah. Dude, that's 11 cents a plate. That's good for Dixie.
You're acting like we hit the lottery, Jason.
Oh my gosh. That doesn't
And
make-
Bounty too. You have just gone off the deep end.
The way that when men say they don't want to get married,
Say those things if I don't do anything to you that threatens your life. Guess what? You're broken up with me now, right? Stop being this fucking dramatic.
You're fucking filming us. Like, stop.
Hey,
So listen, I showed y'all that was one clip from the members only video. But I showed that because it did talk about relationships and it did talk about marriage. So I was staying on point here. Let me make sure I catch everything. Why these women keep calling themselves girly? It ain't cute. All right. A relationship is never 50-50. However, each person must add value. There you go. These women are crazy. Bro, who needs the stress? Yeah, exactly. All right. And y'all still talking about vapes. Oh, all right, man. Listen, gents, I'm going to get up out of here. We're at the 2-hour mark. Perfectly at the 2-hour mark. I want to thank each and everyone for being here. If you, for the price of a cup of coffee a month, you can get those members only videos. And I've been doing those, trying to at least put out one weekly. So thank you to the members who support the channel. Thank you for super chat tonight. Appreciate that. The other thing is, make sure y'all check out the last video I did. It said that I know a lot of you all watched the videos, but it didn't get a lot of traction. So that's on me. Maybe y'all wasn't interested in that topic, but I thought that topic kind of went along with everything we've been talking about. The other thing is too, I should have a video out. If I don't have a video out tomorrow, I'll definitely have a video out Friday, and you're not going to want to miss that, because I swear to you, my folders are just full of women right now that are just, matter of fact, one second. I'm going to just pick a random one. I'm going to give y'all a sneak peek. Yep, let's choose this one. I don't know if this is the right one.
Good morning, TikTok. I'm scared. Ever since I spoke out about United Health Group, Amedisys, and Optum.
Oh, this woman, this is different. This woman here, her life might be threatened. Let's try this one.
You know what, ladies? I'm 46 years old and I've done everything the right way. I never sold my body. I never stole from nobody. I never set nobody up. And I'm here to tell y'all, it doesn't pay to be good. Go be a thought. Go do what the fuck you want to do. It doesn't pay to be good, because all people do is just take, and you get left with nothing. And then they lie on top of it. Fuck being good. Fuck apologizing. Just do you, okay? Because I'm here to tell you, for 46 years straight, being kind, being good in this world is stupid, all right? Don't be like me. Just be like the rest of them.
This right here, let me tell you, this is the shit that I talk about all the time, gents. Like, literally, this woman right here is giving out this bad advice. Oh, it don't pay to be good in 46 years and this, that, and the third. Yo, these women don't realize that, like, their choices, their behaviors, their actions. I stand by what I said. Women should not be choosing their own fucking men. They shouldn't. You need a man to verify your man. You need a man to verify another man. You need a dependable, reliable man who's operating as a man to verify your man. Not your gay friend. You need a man to co-sign on another man. You do. And a lot of these women are picking the same dudes. Like Devin said it right. She like Pookies and she need to stop. Reciprocity is all most men ask for. Yeah. And then V says, just clarifying, Sean, I'm speaking here in the United States. I went through high school, majority of whites, Hispanics, and had a chance to see how they run their homes. Oh, gotcha. Understand all. Anyway, reciprocity is all most men ask for. Yeah. Yep, read that one. And Los, what's going on, bro? Hey, make sure Los, man, Los been driving in the cabs and stuff. Los been out in town talking about crypto, right? Yeah, man, Los, you're doing it right, bro. I look forward to when your channel really blow up, especially these interviews you're doing, bro. I gotta give it up. I gotta give it up enough. You know, uh, Lowe's killing it on the shorts on the social media game out there. I see you watching. I appreciate the support, family. All good, bro. I see you talking to the folk, bro. I be like, yo, I like that. I like that approach, man. Hey, Lowe's be talking about crypto and stuff, and he catch people where they at. Hey, what's your understanding of crypto? And these people be like, I don't know no crypto. He said, you don't know Bitcoin? He's like, oh yeah, I know Bitcoin. You don't know Ethereum? No. Oh yeah, I've heard of that before. Man, he be catching them, bro. Hey, brilliant, bro. Oh, that's brilliant. Anyway, bro, yeah, Los, man, I love that. I love that approach. That is now you should take that, like take those little clips and just make a compilation. You gotta be careful though, because YouTube kind of finicky about that stuff. So I don't know, but I would try to do the compilation, do a voiceover or something. You know, when people need to learn about those videos, man, those videos make they self. Them videos make they self, bro. Oh, that is the plan, bro. It's brilliant. Like it don't work for my type of channel, but it worked for your channel. That is brilliant. Brilliant, bro. You already with it. You already with me. Yeah, bro. I already know. I see it. I see the vision. I was like, damn, that actually might work. That is a great way to get people to, it's a different, unique way. And if you compile that the right way, bro, the man is wise. Bounty works best. The cheaper ones leave a lot of lit and are single play. Oh man. Okay. I gotta get up out of here, yo. We'll be back. I should have a video out tomorrow or Friday. Look out for it. Please support the videos, okay, man? Y'all been supporting. Continue to support the videos. We'll be back again next week. What's next Wednesday? I have a doctor's appointment next Wednesday. I'll let y'all. I didn't let y'all know about this one. I'm gonna try to let y'all know ahead of time how I feel after the doctor's appointment, right? But I have a doctor's appointment next Wednesday. Hopefully, I can still do the live stream. If I can't, I'll let y'all know. And until next time, gents,